Okay, had another idea on the Thwomp. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go into front view first. There we go. Front view first. I've got my thingamajigger set up there. I'm going to add a new image. I'm going to put it in as a reference image. I don't have images as planes set up on my computer, and that's fine. But I like reference image for this. I just need to go down and find the Thwomp in all this mess because I got way too many files in here. QRST. There it is. Load reference image. All right, now the reason I like reference image for this is I can go down here and on viewport display, I can set it to be in front, and I can go down here and in object object data properties, I can click on transparency and turn my transparency way down. So it will show, and I can still go here and click on that. All right, here we go. I'm going to scale that on Z, make it a little bit bigger, scale it on X, make it a little bit wider. Next, I'm going to go into edit mode, and right click, let's subdivide that just once. Okay, so it's got lines that go that way and that way. Now, from the front view, I'm going to face select, and let's select all these faces on the side and delete all those faces. Whoops, let's make transparency on. There we go. Select all those faces, delete all those faces. Select all these faces, delete all those faces. Now I'm going to look at it from the side, and I'm going to select all these faces, and I'm going to delete all these faces. Next, I'm going to go ahead and go to add a modifier. Let's add a mirror modifier to it. And look back from the front, and there it is. It's filling in that other half of it because it's reflecting on the X. Let's go ahead and click on the Z axis and make it reflect down here as well. And then let's go ahead and press Y and make it reflect that way. So it's back to being a box. So the only thing I have to worry about is replicating this little corner up here. All right, now I'm going to come to it from this side, and let's go ahead and select my vertices. I do want the X-ray mode on. Let's grab this on Y and drag that in. We don't want the Thwomp quite that wide, and do turn clipping on. Next, looking at it from the front, I want an edge loop that's going to be right there. I want an edge loop that's going to be right there. So I'm just doing Control R for that. I can probably zoom in on this. Control R for that edge loop. There we go. So I've got edge loops to create each one of those points. When I look at it from the top, it looks like this. So why don't I add an edge loop that's going to run that way, about like so. And I did like on that other one how I had the 2 rows of them. So I'm going to go with that. All right, next, let's start with this one. Okay, and I will do each one of these individually because, just because. I'm going to extrude this on the Z-axis, extrude that straight up, click that, and let's scale that on down. And whoa, that did not work quite the way I wanted to that way. So let's go back that way. Let's scale it on X. There we go. So now it's only scaling this way, so it didn't do that crossover thing it was doing over there. So when I look at this without the transparency mode on, you can see, yes, I've recreated that one chunk up in the corner. And it's doing the same thing on the bottom because of the mirror. Here I'm going to do the same. Let's look at it from the front view. Extrude, get it to the right height. Scale on X, so SX, like so. Back to the front view. Extrude. Scale X. Oh, scale Z. There we go. And then lastly, extrude and scale on Z. And it's scaling in like that. If yours doesn't scale in like that, then it's because you didn't turn clipping on. You don't turn clipping on, then it's going to scale as like a separate piece coming out this way. And if you wanted the piece up in the corner, you could probably even do that. I haven't tried that one yet, so it may end up being a mess. If I say extrude and bring that one out like that, and then scale it a bit wider maybe. Maybe even just grab that one edge. Let's bring that one in to flatten it out. Yeah. I don't like it. I mean, we could grab this edge here and bring it up, but does it have to be 100% authentic? That's up to you. You could probably make something work. All right, so there is that part. Okay, I'm going to do a second video as well. Oh, and then what you'd want to do is once you've got that set, so if I hide my empty, when you do it as a reference image, you can hide, it shows up as an empty in your list. So to look at it in solid view, it looks like this. All right, and that looks like a functional Thwomp to me. So in object view, I hit apply, and then all those mirrors are there. So it's now one piece. All right, now I'm going to create a second video though, talking about the face.